Hello, and welcome to this video tutorial on how to enter time into ADP Enterprise eTime as a PMG non-exempt hourly employee. This is the login page and has a customized URL specific to your organization. Once you've landed on this login page, you will enter your login name and password that was assigned to you. Then click on the arrow to log into the Enterprise eTime system. Once you've clicked on the arrow, your landing page will appear where you can enter time. Now click on My Time Card. Once you've clicked on My Time Card, your time card page will appear. I will begin by entering time for Monday. Monday I took PTO, so I will enter the time I took off. Click on the pay code field next to Monday, and a drop-down menu will appear. Here you can select a specific reason why you may have been absent from work, such as holiday, jury, PTO, bereavement, or other. If time off was taken for any of these reasons, please make your selection and the amount of hours taken for that day. I will select PTO and enter 8 hours. Next, I will enter time for Tuesday, and I will enter my in time as 8 a.m. Now I'll enter my out time for lunch as 12 p.m. To enter my in time back from lunch, I will be required to add another line for that same day in order to log my in time. To add another line for that same day, I will click on the plus arrow button for that day. Now I can enter my in time returning from lunch on Tuesday as 1 p.m. However, after lunch I will be transferring my log time to a different charter and center. First, I will select the transfer box and then click Search. Once I click on Search, the transfer selection box appears. First, click on the arrow to select the company or charter to which you will transfer your time. Now make your selection. Next, click on the department or center arrow and select the center to which you will transfer your time. Then make your selection. Then click OK to save. Now I will enter my end of day out time as 5 p.m. This enables an employee to transfer time across multiple charters and centers. Now I will enter time for a standard 8-hour day on Wednesday. First I will enter 8 a.m. in the infield. Next I will enter 12 p.m. out for lunch. Now I will click on the plus arrow button to enter my in time. I will enter 1 p.m. back in from lunch. Now I will enter my out time as 5 p.m. for end of day. Now let's click on the Save button to save all the time you've just entered. Take notice that once you click the Save button, the word Time Card changes from orange to black. Now let's enter hours for the balance of the week. On Thursday, I left early and only worked 4 hours in the morning. I will enter 8 a.m. in the infield and enter 12 p.m. in the outfield. In order to debit my PTO hours for the 4 hours I did not work in the afternoon, I will be required to add an additional line for that same day, selecting the PTO pay code. Again, this can be managed by clicking on the plus arrow button on the day for which you need to enter PTO. Click on the plus arrow button to add the line for that day. I will select PTO and enter 4 hours. Now I will enter a standard 8 hours for Friday. I will enter 8 a.m. in the infield. I will then enter 12 p.m. out for lunch. Now I will click on the plus arrow button to add a line. I will then enter 1 p.m. back in from lunch. And I will enter my out time for end of day as 5 p.m. Now I will continue entering my time for the remainder of the pay period by entering a standard 8 hours for each remaining day. Once again, don't forget to click on Save to save the time you entered in order to submit your time to your manager. In order to submit your time, you will click on Approve to submit your time to your manager. Once you have clicked Approve, the manager will receive and review your time for accuracy and approval. That concludes the tutorial on how to enter time into ADP Enterprise eTime as a PMG non-exempt hourly employee. Thanks for viewing.